Jump. Reloading. Here. Reloading.
Last player standing. Spike down B.
What?
30 seconds left.
What?
One enemy remaining.
I have this fight. But planted. My ult's ready. Cutting their vision. If I act superior, it's because I am.
Reina, jeez. Leave some for the rest of us. Or don't. I'm sorry.
What do you need?
Help a girl out, would you? Cheers, mate.
Okay, let's get set up.
Hawk out!
Joke's over! You're dead!
And hawk out! Blinded.
Gunny.
Enemies
My
spotted.
ult's
A.
ready. I'll handle this. Out of charges. Careful here. I'm back.
Ang inang yan.
Vision.
Off your feet!
One enemy remaining.
Camera taken out. They're dead. Take what's useful. Remember, wipe the prints from your guns. It's just good crime scene etiquette. I need a drop. Thanks. I'll crush your eyes, Amir.
Hawk out!
Time to check.
Blinded. Seek them out. Hawk out! Found one.
Reloading.
No one could forsake that Francis Ngannou, one of the biggest UFC stars, would leave the organization, but he did. His decision to leave took the world by surprise. And if one of the biggest pay-per-view draws is not being treated fairly, what could that mean for other lower-class fighters and for the future of the biggest MMA organization in the world? Francis Ngannou started his UFC career with a couple of wins in dominating fashion, which led to a huge popularity boost. Dana saw the potential in Francis and believed he was witnessing the rise of another UFC superstar. That was until UFC 220, where he faced Stipe Miocic. The Croatian-American outclassed the Cameroonian in
One
a fight
enemy
he was
remaining.
supposed to lose. This didn't sit well with the boss. Maybe you're asking yourselves, why is that? Well, from the start of the promotion of the fight, it was clear that Dana wanted Francis to win.
And Francis Ngannou has the world record for the most powerful punch. His punch is the equivalent to 96 horsepower, which is equal to getting hit by a Ford Escort going as fast as it can.
He just saw him as a bigger draw than Steve. Francis was already named the champion by the media and the organization. Stipe thought otherwise. In fact, he was so furious that he didn't let Dana put the belt around his waist. Instead, he chose his coach to do it. This left Dana in a position in which he wasn't on terms with either fighter. Francis's first title fight was a disaster, but that wasn't the end. His next bout against Derek Lewis was arguably the most boring and uneventful fight in the history.
My thanks.
All right, Cool Squad. Hawk out. Knocked him.
Spike drop. I have retrieved the
Hawk
spike.
out.
Time to jump.
They're concussed.
Zakoga. Fake teleport. Cutting through. Yeah.
Hawk out.
I saw you, Scotty. I planted the spike.
Last player standing.
History of the UFC. Even though the fight was promoted as a clash of the two hardest punchers we ever laid eyes on, the bout saw no action. It was the biggest letdown in UFC's heavyweight history. In their combined 38 fights before their clash, only 5 of those fights went the distance. So it was fair to assume that this was going to be a great match, with Dana using every possible way to promote the fight. Once again, he was left with a sour taste in his mouth. To make things worse, Francis lost the fight. Fast forward 3 years after that loss, Francis racked up a couple of huge wins against the best heavyweight contenders, earning his second title.
Hawk out. Blocking vision. Obscuring vision. Blinded.
Cutting through.
Reloading.
Decoy.
Time to hunt. Got him.
Yeah.
Headshot. Vial
Yeah.
Seek them out. Die.
One enemy remaining.
Careful. I have planted the spike. Hawk out. Enemy here.
You are so reloading. And the last thing they'll see before they die. Lucky them.
Yikes.
Embarrass them.
Time to jump.
Concealment. Obscuring vision. Sleep tight. Hawk out. Hawk out.
I know exactly where you are. Fake teleport.
Off your feet!
Enemy spotted.
Careful here.
Last player standing.
Better luck next life.
One enemy remaining.
Still alive. I want
Help
their
a girl
life.
out, would you?
Stop.
Cheers,
I'm
mate.
gonna remove that. I'm sorry. I feel like
The spike is here. Jump them.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Reloading.
Title shot. He beat the man who initially dominated him, Stipe Miocic, and he became the champ. He was finally becoming the superstar Dana wanted him to be. This was supposed to be the start of an incredible title-defending journey in which both Dana
Last
and
player
Francis
standing.
were going to make a lot of money. There was just one problem. Dana wanted Francis to defend the title as soon as possible, with that date being in August of 2021. The champ refused to fight so soon. He wasn't ready and he was looking to fight in September. However, the boss had other plans. Instead of waiting a month, the UFC decided to put Ngannou
Last
on the
round
shelf
before the
and
switch.
slid in Cyril Gane to fight Derek Lewis for an interim title. I mean, him not fighting definitely wasn't the only reason Dana booked an interim title match. He hated the fact that Francis was publicly speaking about his dissatisfaction with the money. Francis felt as though he was not being fairly compensated for what he was accomplishing, and unlike many other
Hawk out. Blinded.
I'll handle
Ended.
this.
Mile. Seek them out.
Careful here. Careful here. Careful here. I'm back. Embarrassing.
One enemy remaining.
Time to jump. Equal.
Blind.
Hawk out.
Cutting through.
Still in sight.
That's done. Quick break. Reloading.
Switching sides.
oh,
Look your enemy in the eye. It helps with accuracy.
Cutting through. Need a thing though. Careful here. Careful here.
Last player standing.
Buried.
Bad angle.
The enemy only looks composed. Their hearts tell a different story.
Time to jump.
Huh? What?
Last player standing.
No.
Spike planted.
My ultimate is ready.
Get the gun.
If you see one of my creatures, it's a good thing, alright? You'll figure out what they do eventually.
Wait.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Wow. So lucky actually. Duratata.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
I know exactly
Deep breaths, everyone. Your hearts are pounding.
Putang ina.
Last player standing. Flawless.
feel something over there. Can't place it. Like us, but different.
Time to jump.
Reloading.
Fake teleport.
Enemy spotted A.
Spike down A.
Everyone hiding. Reload. Cutting through.
Hawk out!
One enemy remaining. Team Ace.
You guys are so much better than my last. They will scurry, and then they will die. Cutting through. Fake teleport.
Spike down C.
Hawk out!
Spike planted.
Reloading. Hawk out!
Last player standing.
Have I told you you're okay? You're okay, fam. Good event.
I am with you. We are strong.
I know exactly where you are. Time to jump.
Spike planted.
They're fighters. He wasn't being silent about it. And the one thing Dana doesn't like is fighters publicly speaking about their dissatisfaction with the payouts. This resulted in a bad situation
Last
becoming
player
worse
standing.
that culminated after his interim championship win over Cyril Gahn, in which Dana wasn't present during the main event, showing clear disrespect towards the fighters, or at least towards Francis. All of the things mentioned previously had some effect on what was about to happen. The heavyweight champ, the baddest man on the planet, actually left the UFC. No more Francis Ngannou. Here's why.
But I asked for a
We have plenty of time.
sponsorship.
Here and
I have for health insurance, fighter advocate, somebody in the board meeting who will advocate for.
Cutting through. I'll handle this. Careful here. Careful here.
No! What the
Spike
freak?
planted.
Yan naman,
Last
dude.
player standing.
How? How the fuck? That's so dumb. That should have been a one shot. It's right on his face. There's no way.
Match point.
That makes me so pissed because that would have been a clip.
I may need a recharge.
That would have been the clip, brother. That would have been the clip. I would have saved us that and then I don't know. It should have been.
Find the weak point and break it.
Cutting through. Tabattero.
Oh, fucking.
Spike down B.
Cutting their vision. Stealing sight.
My god.
Spike
Where
planted.
everyone I found you. Wow, my eyes are down.
Or the gamer.
Last player standing. Attackers win.
Up there at least. Ah man, it's sad that I see.
For a fighter.
So, a fighter that a few years ago cared about nothing but winning and making money is now focused on improving the position